LinkedIn won't automatically generate leads like a slot machine hitting the jackpot, but if you follow the recipe below, your chances of generating leads is far greater than where you are today. Start with establishing a strong profile in LinkedIn. Next step is to set up a company page. And finally, be sure you have effective landing pages in your library. Here are two strategies to generate leads from LinkedIn. The first option we'll call the reach out approach. You reach out to others and provide them with information that you believe is helpful for them. It's very important to remember to keep their interests in mind. You remember the social functions that you've attended where someone approaches you, carries on with a meaningless conversation only to attempt to sell you insurance. These functions generally bring back some unpleasant memories, but consider going to the same social function where a guest approaches you and begins talking about you, your interests, your needs, and only casually mentions as they part your company that they sell insurance. You'd be more inclined to contact that person when your insurance needs arise. If you use the reach out approach on LinkedIn, you'll want to get to know your prospect first. Be helpful by offering advice, industry insights, ask questions, learn about them and their needs, offer to help to connect them with others. You might not even mention your services until the second or third conversation. The reach out is a great way to build engaged friendships and to inform your friends that you're available if they need answers. Another approach we'll call the conversation starter approach. You start a conversation or a discussion in LinkedIn, and you get others involved by asking questions to continue the engagement. Remember to continue offering free, valuable advice and be generous in your participation. In either of these approaches, you'll want to guide your followers to your landing pages in your library and continue the conversation and for them to learn more about you. Once in your library, they can download white papers, sign up for your e-newsletter, get more information on your products and services, or request a call or an appointment. Be sure you have a clear call to action that they can initiate to make contact with you. Both of these approaches are effective methods of increasing engagement and generating leads on LinkedIn through simple conversation. There are other ways to use LinkedIn to generate leads, so let's look at a couple of options that are actually built into the LinkedIn tool. LinkedIn Answers is one of the more useful, but it's very underutilized tools in LinkedIn. It's a section where people who want to ask questions about business go to get advice. And guess who's giving the advice? You are, because you're an industry insider with a lot of helpful knowledge, right? Remember our strategy of being helpful? Here's where you can go hang out in LinkedIn. LinkedIn applications. One of the more interesting places to visit in LinkedIn is the applications area, where you can go and add new and interesting apps that will improve the experience for people on your LinkedIn page. If you'd like to add your WordPress library or blog pages to your LinkedIn page, there's an app for that. Or you can let people know what business books you're reading. That's easy too. You can even set up a simple poll to find out what's on the mind of your customers or your prospects. And each of these apps comes with easy steps to set them up. LinkedIn groups. Join several groups on LinkedIn. The trick here isn't just joining the obvious groups in your industry. It's joining groups that are outside your industry, yet might help you to grow your business. By stretching out a little, you're expanding your reach, which is always good for business. So for example, If you're a plumber, you don't want to join plumbing groups. You want to join groups for real estate owners, developers, homeowners, commercial property managers, restaurants, other outside groups that might need your services. LinkedIn people. This is a great tool for salespeople or people that are looking for jobs or for business-to-business owners who want to get their foot in the door at a large corporation. Just do a search in the upper right-hand box of for your target company. We're going to use Target as our company in this example. Click on the company. Now on the right-hand side, you'll see a box that shows your first degree or your direct connections and your second connections. Assuming that you have no first or direct connections, click on the second connections link, and this will bring up a list of names of people at your target company. At the bottom of the profile, you'll see a list of the shared connections, and from this point on, it's like cake. Ask your friend to introduce you via LinkedIn to the people at your target company. An excellent soft intro to your target. LinkedIn direct ads. LinkedIn has an advertising program that can be used to drive new prospects to your landing page or your LinkedIn group or another destination. The ads work in the same way that Google or Facebook paid ads work. You simply write a headline, add some copy, and create a destination link. And then you bid on how much you'll pay LinkedIn every time someone clicks on an ad. If you pay $1 to LinkedIn for a click-through, and it takes 50 clicks before you convert a customer, you've just paid $50 for one new customer. And if your product sells for $500, investing $50 to generate $500 is not a bad return on investment. LinkedIn Mobile. Yes, LinkedIn has a mobile application. If you haven't already downloaded it to your smartphone, go to your app store and download it for free. The LinkedIn mobile app is best used when you're at an event where you're making a one-on-one contact. During the conversation with the prospect, ask them to turn on their LinkedIn on their smartphone and then bump your phones together lightly. If your contact has their settings correct, then LinkedIn will transfer your contact information between phones using Bluetooth. No typing, no misspelled words, just instant transfer of information. LinkedIn is powerful, and for those true gray-haired persons in class today, remember the old Rolodex cards that we have to use to keep track of information of our business colleagues? LinkedIn now provides a convenient electronic Rolodex that you never have to update. Each person updates their own information on a regular basis.